3 years in hiding, the day Zinedine Zidane makes his comeback might be approaching. Once again, Manchester United is the first place mentioned as ready to roll out the red carpet for the hero to return. Although the new season has just begun, Erik ten Hag's seat is becoming increasingly unstable. Is the faith placed in him misplaced? Fans and experts are gradually finding the answer. If the answer is yes, Ten Hag's departure from Old Trafford will officially happen. Manchester United fans need a top-tier name, a guarantee of success, not a candidate whose mere mention brings laughter like Gattuso or raises doubts like Graham Potter. Zidane is the top choice for the Red Devils if they decide to dismiss Ten Hag. Zidane has long been rumored to be a potential replacement for Ten Hag at Old Trafford. After the end of last season, the Dutch coach's position became a hot topic. Manchester United's management, after internal meetings, scheduled discussions with potential targets. However, after no suitable candidates were found, the management decided to put their full trust in Erik ten Hag. The victory over Man City in the FA Cup final seemed like a turning point that salvaged the situation. That success provided a glimmer of hope that Manchester United could continue under Ten Hag's leadership. However, that hope seems to be fading. In the first 3 rounds of the new season, Manchester United suffered 2 heavy defeats, earning only 3 points and currently languishing in 14th place in the standings. Public opinion continues to scrutinize Ten Hag, and as his future wavers, Zidane is mentioned again after 3 years of retirement. The French legend is ready to return to coaching and recently attended a training session at Real Betis. Since leaving Real Madrid in May 2021, Zidane has not coached any team other than Real Madrid. National teams such as the USA, Brazil, or Algeria have also eagerly invited the 1998 World Cup champion to take the head coach position. However, Zidane has refused and has not accepted any offers. Perhaps the French legend is waiting for the right moment. When asked about the possibility of returning to coaching, Zidane did not hide his desire. Why not? Anything can happen. Right now, I am doing other things, but let's see. I really want to get back to coaching. This is not the first time Zidane has been linked with Manchester United, but this time it will be different with many changes. Most importantly, the story of the deity is being handled satisfactorily by the Red Devils. Manchester United has brought in Champions League CEO Omar Barada from Man City, who is seen as the architect behind Pep Guardiola's success at Etihad. Alongside him is sporting director Dan Ashworth, who has laid the foundation for English football over the past 8 years, also convinced to join Old Trafford from Newcastle. These individuals have worked seamlessly to help Manchester United change its approach in this summer's transfer market. The Red Devils no longer dive headfirst into deals with inflated prices. On the contrary, statistics show Manchester United earned €100 million from player sales, a record for the club in recent years. All these moves indicate that the Red Devils are genuinely focusing on football, measuring success by trophies rather than the commercial image of recent years. Meanwhile, Manchester United's allure and reputation remain strong, still one of the destinations many big names aspire to challenge. Zidane will receive full backing if he agrees to lead Manchester United. The condition Zidane previously mentioned about a club he wants to manage is a solid foundation. After years of living under the decaying Glazer ownership, the Red Devils have begun to change rapidly. The accomplishments Zidane and the new management have achieved in just under a year are commendable. The hot seat at Old Trafford will be reserved for Zidane if Ten Hag is officially shown the door. Initially, experts predicted the 51-year-old legend would take over Didier Deschamps' position at the French national team, which was Zidane's original target. However, the French Football Federation's continued trust in Deschamps forced the former Real Madrid coach to adjust his plans. A coach who has won the Champions League 3 times consecutively would not remain idle for years without a meticulous and careful plan behind it. Last November, Zidane told El Quique, "When I was a player, I could choose almost any club. But as a coach, there aren't many clubs I can go to, only 2 or 3 potential destinations. If I return to manage a club, That club needs to have enough potential to win in every competition. I say this modestly. That's why I can't just go anywhere. Zidane is a special case in coaching. In his first professional season stepping into coaching, Zidane won the Champions League for Real Madrid in just 3 short years. Zidane surpassed even icons like Sir Alex Ferguson and Jose Mourinho in terms of Champions League victories. This achievement is not just due to luck or a team of stars, but is a clear testament to his leadership and team-building skills. Zidane has proven that, at a big club like Real Madrid, managing the dressing room and maximizing each individual's potential is even more important than imposing a particular football philosophy. Zidane's successes at the top have left many astonished, but they show he is a manager who knows how to maintain his reputation and always prioritizes the team's interests. Successor coaches like Julen Lopetegui and Santiago Solari were unable to maintain success, leading to Zidane's return to save the situation. Zidane's tactical imprints have not yet provided deep insights for fans, partly because he has only had about 4 years in charge. Zidane is respected more for his psychological approach than for tactical schemes. This is clearly demonstrated by his Champions League record. A person who introduced Cristiano Ronaldo's noodle hair version, convincing C7 to focus on the Champions League, is not something just anyone can achieve. Whether the Zidane-Manchester United romance will come to fruition in the future depends on many factors. One significant obstacle is the language issue. This is a disclosure from Zidane himself. With taking on English clubs, I can't go everywhere. For example, language and certain conditions make things more difficult when people talk to me. I want to go to Manchester, but I will have to consider carefully. I know a little English, but am not fully fluent. I know that there are coaches who go to clubs without speaking the language of the country, but I work differently to win. Many factors are needed, and I know what I need to do to win. Manchester United has spent billions on Ten Hag, but it still results in a disappointing season. Ten Hag's football philosophy is becoming increasingly unrealistic. If the Red Devils do not achieve success on the pitch, the 2 Carabao and FA Cup trophies will not meet the high expectations of both fans and management. Manchester United cannot play miserable throughout the entire season and then focus all efforts on the final and the end of the season in secondary competitions like the FA Cup or Carabao Cup to salvage the situation. Perhaps the time has come for Zidane to make his comeback.